Yeah. Give them credit. First off, they did a good job of changing up their defensive scheme. They got to switching, 1 through 5, and made it tough on us to get, the ball to Cat in positions where he could be effective. And and Ant, didn't have a great rhythm, and it forces it to taking some tough shots, and more, the ball kind of stuck a little bit more than it had in the first, 3 quarters, and but at the end of the day, I was proud of the way that we, showed, that heart going down the stretch all the way through the game, through adversity. This team is built to handle that, and we have a deep team. A lot of guys came out tonight and performed at a very high level, but we got to learn from it. We got to get better at the last 6-7 minutes of the game, which I think we got a couple of days to do.
Was that, just considering everything that you guys have been through, and how shorthanded you were, to play that way, I guess, even through the first 3 quarters, and really be in a position, you take some confidence coming out of that?
A little bit. We expected to be, to win the game. We didn't come in to think that, we just want to play tight and give ourselves a chance. Like, no, we thought we could win the game from, first jump ball. So it's disappointing to lose. We felt like we got a lead and let it slip, and, this should be, a different post-game speech, So that's frustrating, but, we'll learn from it and get ready for Friday.
Like stepping the line at the end of regulation there and having knocked down 3 to tie the game?
Honestly, before I took my first shot, I thought, like, man, I'm glad it's me, and nobody else, because I'd rather, if I make or miss them, I'd rather be, the guy in control, because I wouldn't have been able to handle it if I was watching somebody else shoot those 3, as a bystander. But, after the first one went in, it felt, it kind of calmed me down a little bit, and took a couple deep breaths and locked in on the next 2.
What do you think you guys might be able to do to counter switching lineups like that maybe give you some trouble the last time?
It's interesting. We had this same, kind of issue in Utah a few years ago in the playoffs, and even throughout the year. And we had to, be at 2 different teams. When a switching team comes to us, we had to, play with the pass more. We had to cut more. We had to, slip screens more and play with a different pace than so when they, are in different coverages. So I think that's what we have to learn. I think the next couple of days, I'll get with Coach. Coach, we always talk about stuff all the time, and it might be something that we look at, just try to create more movement, slip opportunities, bounce passes, get in the paint. Because if we can break the paint, guys are good enough to make the plays to the corner and get guys closing out. That's where we're really good at that.
Guys might be gassed lately. Did you feel it? Did you feel it from the team that maybe fatigue was setting in as well?
A little bit, but I wasn't gonna lead with that at all. We don't make excuses at all, but both teams played. You had guys, playing 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So they just made the plays at the end. We just got to be mentally and physically more engaged late. When our bodies get tired, we have to be double down on the details, and we just kind of lost it there.
Like when the offense does get sticky like that, is it more about player and ball movement, or is it more about structure to get it unsticky?
I think the structure helps, because I think it allows guys to then make the hard cut, because they know they have the space to cut. They know where the guys are on the the weak side, or you just have a set that feels comfortable. And I think that, like I said, we can get to that point. I think we just gotta use these next couple of days to really lock in on that. Like, not worry about the 3 quarters of offense that we had where we run and push and guys are getting open and stuff like that, but really lock in on those last 5-6 minutes of switching, and how can we attack it? How can we, get Cat rolling down the lane more and get, Ant downhill, where he's, basically unstoppable. So, it's a little bit of both, but I think we'll figure it out.
I was going to ask about Ant, because he has the big fall, and comes back, doesn't really look like himself. Before that happened too, it seemed like you guys are struggling to get him getting going downhill. And I'm wondering what role you think Rudy not being there played in that. He's often somebody who really sets those screens and opens it up for him. Did that feel like a factor here?
Oh, we for sure miss Rudy. You know, Rudy's a unique player. He brings a gravity to the game that not many players can do. You know, when we drive to the middle of the paint and he's rolling, he's taking two guys with him. He's taking two guys to box him out, you know, on offensive rebounds. He's taking multiple people with him no matter what. So that, I think, it opens up a lot more for guys. He sets great screens. He gets people off of you. And, you know, that's stuff that we missed tonight. And, you know, obviously with Cat in foul trouble, you know, having a guy like Rudy to be able to guard and, you know, muck up the game as well would have been huge.
Like, were you in a good rhythm? Did you feel like when the shots falling, and especially early on, and just getting good looks and knocking those down?
No, I felt great. I'm, you know, just shooting the ball when I get the opportunities and, you know, being aggressive when I need to. And, you know, like I said, part of that was Ant being willing to get off the ball, Cat being willing to get off the ball. I told them both, like, if y'all continue to develop that, you know, we'll win tonight. We'll win, you know, Friday. We'll win a lot of these games with you guys being willing to trust, you know, the guys around you and hopefully opening it up for you later.